Morning students, in the previous video session you have gone through EM of internal resistance and how to determine the internal resistance and all. And welcome you all for this physics class. I believe that you all are sitting in home safely in this pandemic situation and doing your work in home. And I believe that you all taken the notes which is taken in the which you have gone through in the video session. So I told you before also we will check this notebook once you are coming to school. Let us see a new topic about cells in series and cells in parallel. You all know that in your home we are using the cells and batteries. So, do you know what is the difference between cell and a battery? Do you know what is the difference between a cell and a battery? You know that in your home some clock we are using and a remote car we are using and in watch we are using. Everywhere we are using a cell. We can tell that it is a single cell. Assume that this single cell, for example, if you are taking a torch, if you are taking a torch light, we know that maybe inside we will put two three cells together. So 2 3 cells together we are placing inside the torch light so that we can tell that it is called as battery. And sometimes we know that some other purpose we use many cells in a device, so that we can tell that we can consider that as a battery. So that is what several cells we are connecting to form a battery. That's what I told many example. And do you know, you all know that nowadays in inverter also we are using inverter in the home, and there also we are using a battery. In the vehicle you are using a battery. So here and all you can see what different components which is connected together. So that is what several cells can be connected to form what a battery. So here we are going through how we are connecting these cells. What are the types of connections we can do? First, let us see about the connections in series. So you know that let us see how we are connecting. You know this is a long line, so it indicates the positive terminal of the battery cell, you can tell, and this is a negative terminal of a cell. So this is what we are seeing, a single cell. Now I am connecting another cell along with this. Now you see this is plus, this is minus. Again I am connecting one cell along with this. So plus, minus. Again I am connecting one cell along with this. Plus, minus. Now you see four single cells, several cells which is connected, and now it is formed as a battery. So this is what cells in series connection, and you can go through this connection. What is happening here? The negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell. You see the negative terminal, this is a negative terminal, and this negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the second cell. Again what we are doing? The negative cell of this second cell is again connected with the positive terminal of the third cell, and this process is continuing. You see, this process is continuing means so on happening. You see, negative is connected to positive. Again what the third cell negative terminal is connected to positive terminal of the fourth cell, and again. So finally what is happening means like this you can connect the n cells So if you are connecting the N cells also, it is what forming as a battery. And you see that one end of this positive terminal is connected with an external resistor. This is an external resistor R, and the negative terminal of another end is also connected with this external resistor R. Now you see here, assume that N cells are connected. N cells are connected so that each of these cell having EMF, each of the cell having what EMF, and you can use the symbol epsilon. In old textbook you can see one symbol like this. One symbol like this. This is also we are using, but in new textbook it is given this epsilon symbol, and this is what we are saying psi also you can indicate. So for EMF we are using this symbol, and you see here 4 cells are connected, and it is saying that so okay, number of cells are connected is N. So N cells are connected in this circuit so that each cell contain some EMF, okay, EMF, and each cell has its own internal resistance smaller. Each cell has its own internal resistor smaller and external resistance. In this circuit, the total for all these cell which is connected with an what external resistance R. That is what you can see the circuit diagram. Let us see what will be the total EMF of this battery. Here N cells are connected, so what will be the total EMF? So total EMF of the battery is what you can tell N epsilon. Each cell is having what okay, the EMF, each cell is having epsilon EMF, or you can tell that EMF, some EMF having. So N cell mean what N EMF. That is what N epsilon here written. Now total resistance in the circuit equal to what? So how you will find out the total resistance? You see, this is a series circuit. Series circuit means the total resistance means what? R is equal to, you have learned that before maybe. R is equal to R1 plus, R2 plus, R3 plus, etc. up to Rn, isn't it? So this formula you have learned in resistance connected in series. Now what is the total resistance in this circuit? Here what is there? Here one internal resistance R is there, here R is there, here R is there. So N number of, so the total resistance in the circuit, N number of internal resistance is there. Additionally, one external resistance is there. So plus one R is there. This is the total resistance in the circuit, NR plus R. So from Ohm's law, by Ohm's law, we know that formula I is equal to what? V by R. Or you can tell that total EMF of the battery divided by total resistance in the circuit. So that I is equal to N epsilon divided by NR plus R. Now this is a current in the circuit. Okay, so this is a current in the circuit. I we got. Now consider two cases. One case is, first case is case 1. If R is very much greater than this R, internal resistance is very much less than the external resistance, not greater than, very much less than. This is what this symbol indicate, very much less than this R, so that this R can be neglected. So this R can be neglected because this internal resistance R is very much smaller. When we are comparing the external resistance and this internal resistance of this battery, internal resistance is very much smaller, so this is neglected. So from the formula I is equal to, we can write what? N epsilon by R. This R value is what? Neglected because it is very small. So you can write this I is equal to, you can write this what? I is equal to, not I is equal to I1. From this formula you can write N into I1. N into I1 means N into ion. Ion means this is what? Ion. Ion is equal to epsilon by R. So what is this ion means? Current in a single cell. That is what? Here many cells are connected. I1, I2, I3, I4. So here in this cell, a single cell, what is the current? EMF by R. So EMF by R. So this is ion means what? A single current in a single cell. So let us see the case 2. Another case 2 is if R is very much greater than R. If R is very much greater than R means what will happen? Here it is given. What will happen? Let us see. Now R is greater. Internal resistor. We are considering a case. Internal resistor is R. So from that formula I is equal to N epsilon by NR. This R become what? Neglected because it is very small. So that N cancel. We will get what? Epsilon by R. Epsilon by R. So this is also approximation only given. So here also approximation only given, approximately. So epsilon by R we got. Again we are getting the same thing. So what we can conclude means, so current due to, this is also what? Current due to a single cell, isn't it? Current due to a single cell only. So we got I is equal to epsilon by R. So what is happening means, in this series connection, you connect one battery or 100 battery, no problem. In a series connection, you are connecting 100 battery or 200 cells together. What will be the current? The total current will be equal to the current in a single cell. This is what here concluded based on this. So again, you can note down this. You can take a screenshot of this. Maybe it is clear only. You can take a screenshot and study this. And this point is very important. The last point what I told is, you remember in the series connection. What the total current? If you are taking the total current in this external R, what will be the total current? That total current will be equal to the current in each cell. So here what is the current? So suppose here epsilon by R is the current, means the total current also will be what? The epsilon. If we are adding all these, we will get what? The same current only. That is what? Series circuit. So if you are connecting 100 battery also, what? Current is not changing. Current will be same only. So every point we will get the same current in the circuit. So that is what about cells in series. You can take a screenshot of this and just go through that. Let us see the next thing is cells in parallel. When we are connecting the cells in parallel, first you have to know how it is connected. You see, actually parallel connection, we know that old positive terminal, negative terminal, positive terminal, negative terminal. So this is not a positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Here 3 cells connected, so positive, all the positive connected together, all the negative connected together. Okay, now you see one more cell now. Okay, one more you can connect, it is not a problem. Okay, now all these together connected 2 point. Okay, here positive, here negative, you can keep A, B as well, A, B as well. Now along with this one external resistor R is connected. This is what how cells which is connected in parallel. So each cell containing its EM of epsilon and its internal resistance EM of epsilon, internal resistance R, and external resistance R is there, capital R is there in this circuit. So you know that how the connections in the parallel connection, all the positive terminal of are connected one point, all the positive terminal connected at one point and all the negative terminal is connected at what, another point, and here it is forming positive and here it is connecting what, negative terminal of the battery. So now you see, let us consider these n cells are connected between this 2 point A and B, and external resistance R is connected between these 2 point A and B. So epsilon be the EMF and R be the internal resistance of each cell, and capital R be what, the external resistance. So this is what you have to tell about the circuit diagram. About the circuit diagram, you see all the positive terminal which is connected to the one end and all the negative terminal which is connected to the another point, and these 2 points forming what, the positive and negative terminal of the battery, and assume that here n cells are connected, and n cells are connected between these 2 points A and B, and its resistance and external resistance R is connected between these 2 points A and B, so that epsilon be the EMF of these each cell and R be the internal resistance of the cell. And you know that when we are connecting the cells in resistance formula, equivalent resistance, when we are connecting this resistance in parallel, or here cells in connected parallel, so the equivalent total resistance we know 1 by R is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R plus 1 by R plus etc. up to what, n terms are there, means you can write what, 1 by R. So you can write this formula n times R. Okay, so here you see many cells are connected in parallel, so each cell having its resistance what, 1 by R. So 1 by R, 1 by R, 1 by R, like that n cells is what, n by R. So equivalent resistance, this is 1 by R is equal to n by R. So equivalent resistance, take reciprocal, R is equal to what will come? Equivalent resistance is equal to R by N will come. Okay, now what is the total resistance in this circuit? This resistance is only for these N cells. Now what is in this circuit total resistance? So the total resistance in the circuit is equal to this total R by N plus external resistance. You can write R plus R by N. This is the total resistance and the total EMF. Total EMF between these 2 points is equal to what? Epsilon. Actually this thing is you have to know one thing, if you are connecting parallel connection and series connection, in the parallel connection voltage will be same at a older point, and in series connection current will be same at a older point. This you remember. That's what here many cells are connected, but the total EMF is the EMF of a single cell. But in the series circuit, total current is what? Total current is equal to the current of a single cell. This 2 point you remember. So total EMF is equal to epsilon. So the current in the circuit is current in the circuit is equal to I is equal to, you know that formula, V by R formula. So total EMF divided by total resistance in the circuit. Total EMF divided by total resistance in the circuit. Total EMF is epsilon and total resistance is R plus R by N. So you can write this N, you take LCM here. So this you write epsilon divided by R by N plus R. Okay, in the format. So I is equal to, take this N LCM here. So epsilon divided by R plus NR divided by N. This is equal to, this N will go upside. So N epsilon divided by R plus NR. Okay, R plus NR. This is the total current in the circuit. N epsilon is equal by R plus NR. So this is the total current in the circuit. Let us see the cases here. If we are considering case, so case 1. First case is, if R is very much greater than R, then I is equal to what will come? N epsilon by R plus NR is the formula. So R is very much greater than R. So this R will be neglected. So that I is equal to what we will get? So that I is equal to, we will get N epsilon by R. So this is a case 1. So what is this epsilon by R? This epsilon by R is current in a single cell, first cell. So you can write ion, N ion. So case 2 is, if R is very much less than R, then I is equal to what will come? N epsilon by R plus NR. Here this R will be cancelled. So I is equal to N epsilon by NR. We will get a N cancel is equal to epsilon by R. We will get a. So what is this current? You see, now you can conclude this. Now the current due to the whole battery is same as that due to a single cell. So this is the advantage of these connecting cells in parallel. When the external resistance is very small when compared to the internal resistance of the cell. You know that sometimes car engine, we are starting the car engine with the headlight on. Headlight is on. We are starting the car. So we can see that that headlight becomes dim. Why? What is happening? This is due to the internal resistance of the car battery that is happening. That is what in parallel connection is most advantageous and it is very helpful for the human. So many places we are choosing this parallel connection more than this series connection. So my dear students, so today's topic, cells in parallel, cells in and series. Just if you need a screenshot of this, you take it up and study this. Okay, and these are the two cases. Just to go through this and study this, write in your notebook. Based on this, you can see example 2.19 example. Solve this example, very simple example only. Practice this, and thank you all. Bye bye.